Before we start with this review, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Mike South for this amazing fan art. Thank you so much. I did not expect this at all. If you guys want to send me any fan art or any appreciation at all, if you are artists out there want to send me something, just know that you can contact me on Facebook or I'll leave my email in the description below. Now, let's snick it out. Logan is directed and written by James Mangold and it stars Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Daphne Keane, and Boyd Holbrook, and this is about Wolverine in the near future. He's very old, he's very tired, his powers aren't working as they're supposed to be, nor are Professor X's. These two are alone for some reason, they are living secluded from society. Wolverine just wants this all to end, and we are going to pay our respects for Hugh Jackman after this film. After playing the character for 17 years, the guy just deserves it all. And what a powerful, emotionally riveting performance. Wolverine in this film is absolutely broken psychologically. And this movie lets you know that from the get-go. The guy just has nothing to go on. And much like the narrative of this movie, in a good way, and much like Professor X, Wolverine is a drifter in this world. He's going through the motion. He's drifting along this painful path that we all must take, called life. We all know that Wolverine has gone through some stuff. We've seen 9 movies, or at least 8 because he isn't in Deadpool. And Wolverine's suffering in this film is all too real. It feels all too real. It feels all too present. It feels that it hurts at every single moment of existence, psychologically, emotionally, and physically. And speaking of physically, let's talk about Wolverine in his fight scenes. For every X-Men movie hater out there, I don't know how you can hate this movie. If you are a fan of Wolverine, right from the get-go, the first scene alone in this film lets you know you're in for a treat. This movie is rated R, with emphasis on the R. This film, as soon as it starts with the first action scene alone, you are in for a treat, with amazing stunts, amazing choreography, with phenomenally brutal, violent, graphic, intense fight scenes that are not just visual noise. These fight scenes mean something. As much as I say that Wolverine is drifting, he has a reason for all this. He just doesn't want to go down and let these people take over the world, if you will. Every fight scene in this film is so different from each other and feels so Wolverine-like. This is the Wolverine that you always wanted to see, that I always wanted to see, but we just couldn't. We had to take what we were given because of the ratings, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. But this is Wolverine's time to shine, and this is the moment where he shines the most. And so does Patrick Stewart as Professor X. There's a lot going on with this man. He's going through a lot of trauma. He doesn't know why. You don't know why. You have to find out as the movie goes along, and the movie lets you know, not just by spoon-feeding you everything. Where Logan shines the most, as well as its characters, is in its subtlety. This is a movie that really abso-freaking-lutely respects its audience. Characters are talking, and even in the exposition scenes, there are very blatantly exposition scenes. They don't just come out and tell you what is going to happen. They don't just come out and are really trying to set this up, and that's just the function of those scenes. They are here because these characters are going. These characters were already doing something before this movie started. These characters are already doing something that was set in motion before. Events, consequences, a reaction from actions that were set in the past, either by these characters directly or indirectly. And this is what makes the movie feel all too real, is that it doesn't just start And it's this isolated story that was waiting for the cameras to turn on to start and end as the cameras turned off. This is a world already in motion. This is a world that will continue to be in motion. This is a story that feels all too real despite all these superpowers and mutant abilities, because the mutant abilities and superpowers are second plan. As I said, this is an emotionally riveting film, an emotionally riveting journey, and this is where the second act comes in. These characters talk about so much stuff, and they feel so much stuff, and they have so much stuff going on throughout all the years that we've seen captured in film, and the years that we haven't seen, because these characters are fully realized in this film. And let's talk about X-23. As soon as I heard the first sentence from Boyd Holbrook's character, I was in for a treat, because X-23 is so meticulously crafted and put into this screenplay. The screenwriting for her character is just so good. It might seem egregious that she doesn't talk so much, but just trust me, this character is a pure badass. And as you start to find some stuff about her, which I'm not going to talk to you about because there are people who haven't read the comics, so I'm just going to leave it at that. This girl is a pure badass, and there are reasons for her to be in this position. There are reasons for her to want to go where she wants to go. There are reasons that she needs to go to a certain place in this film, and there are reasons why she's so angry. This is not just a young girl who feels angst because she feels angst, and that's what children are like. This is a girl that has her motivations, her reasons, her sole motivations. She doesn't depend on Wolverine or on Professor X to be in this film. She's just not a plot device, and that's the best compliment I can give this character. And this young actress has a bright future ahead of her. I loved her in this film. I have been a fan of the comics and of these characters and of the films and of the cartoon series for my entire life. This is a movie that bottled up inside me for 17 years, and in every single moment my heart was shattered because I knew this was the last time I was going to see Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman on screen together. They have both talked about how this was their last movie. This movie will make you cry if you're a true X-Men fan. And Hugh Jackman should get an Academy Award nomination. It's early, I don't care, I am calling it, he should get one. He's not going to though. If you were ever worried about how they should respect Wolverine's origin and story and X-23's story and origin, just go with this movie. Trust this movie. The screenplay is so subtle, it is so respectful, it is so real, it respects these characters so much, it brings them to life in such a way that you've never seen. This is really a drama about these characters. This is really a psychological journey about these characters and what they have been through and how they have come this far and how they have reached this boiling point where they just want it all to end, when what they feel is nothing but pain and misery, and they had just been through enough, and you feel that with these characters. But they compensate with these fantastic fight scenes that are so much Wolverine. When Wolverine berserks out, he berserks out like you've never seen before. This is Wolverine in berserker mode in ways you have never seen before. It adds so much to it, and if you've seen the movie, you'll know what I mean. It's Wolverine berserker as you've ever wanted to see him. Logan is an emotional tribute to the character of Wolverine. It's an emotional homage to the work Hugh Jackman has given to this character. It's an emotional, riveting, gripping, exciting, balls drop to the floor, incredibly violent movie for Wolverine, for the fans of Wolverine. It's probably my new favorite X-Men movie ever. I'll have to think about that. I only have a few problems with the pacing because it's just too egregious, but that will not deter for my grade, because Logan is my new favorite movie of 2017 so far, because Logan is the stuff that dreams are made of. What did you think about Logan, my beautiful geekies? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and let me know what is your favorite Hugh Jackman performance as Wolverine. Also, don't forget to like this video and share with all your movie-loving friends. And thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geekies. You guys are the freaking best. You guys are. And I love you all so much. Thank you for the support, for the fan art. You guys are awesome. So you stay beautiful and you stay geeky. Get your claws out and get ready for my Logan spoilers review on Friday. And of course, click subscribe and the bell if you haven't done so you can be geeky united!